Okay, we are starting again. Please mute yourself. Everyone,
Yes, ma'am.
please mute.
Yeah.
Okay, please mute. Chalo, we'll start. Till then, some people will join. Okay, next definition is differentiability. So the definition is, if you want to write the definition of a function is differentiable, we can also write f of x or f of c, whatever you want. So it is f of x plus h minus f of x upon h as limit h tends to 0. If it exists and if the function is continuous and this limit exists, then we can say the given function is differentiable. Okay, so we start with some examples. The question is, this is asked in GATE 2007 for 1 mark, and it is asked to find out the limit of sine theta by 2 by theta. And we know the formula, limit sine theta by theta. That limit is always 1. But here in this case, angle is theta by 2, and in the denominator there should be angle. So there should be what? There should be theta by 2. Theta by 2 is not there, so we have to adjust that, and we have to make some adjustment, like here it is sine theta by 2 upon theta. Theta will multiply by 1 by 2 and similarly will divide by 1 by 2, so that in the denominator we'll get theta by 2 and in numerator it will be 1 by 2. So now Here it is sine theta by 2 upon theta by 2, and extra thing is 1 by 2. That 1 by 2 will take outside, and limit of sine theta by theta, that limit is 1. So the limit is 1 and outside is 1 by 2. So your answer is 1 by 2 or 0.5. Any doubt you can ask me. By putting yourself on unmute and you can ask. Okay, we'll go to the next question. I'll admit some people in between. Wait. Okay, next question is limit x tends to infinity x minus sin x upon x plus cos x. So as it is, x tends to infinity is there. If we put, we cannot solve it. That is infinity, everywhere it will be infinity by infinity. So it is, we have to take that x as common from numerator and denominator, so that the function x comes out from numerator as well as from denominator and it get cancelled. So remaining thing is 1 minus sin x upon x and 1 plus cos x upon x. So limit, as we know, gets separated as denominator and numerator. So numerator limit upon denominator, and now we are applying limit of constant is as it is 1 minus limit sin x upon x. This is again the standard form, sin theta by theta. So it is, if it is limit x tends to 0, let me show you. If it is x tends to theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta, it is 1. And if it is limit x tends to infinity sin theta by theta, then it is 0. Remember this is exactly opposite at limit x tends to 0. So as x tends to infinity, it will be 0. Similar in the denominator also, cos x upon x, limit as x tends to, if it is 0, then it is 1, and if it is infinity, it is 0. That is 1 upon 1, and that is nothing but 1. So your answer is, correct answer is 1. Next, I want you to solve this. Please bring your paper and pen fast and write down the question. I'll give you 2 minutes or 3, and then whoever solve it, please unmute yourself and tell me the answer. Write down the question. The value of the limit x tends to 8, x raised to 1 by 3 minus 2 upon x minus 8. And this was asked in 2008 for 1 mark. Please solve it. And whoever will solve first, please unmute yourself and tell me the answer. We'll check the answer and I'll tell you correct answer also.
B.
Yes, anyone who is talking?
B.
Nisha?
B.
Nisha Manik.
Answer B.
Answer B, 1 by 12?
Yes.
Yes.
Option B, ma'am.
Anyone else? Monali?
Option B, ma'am.
1 by 12. Okay, we'll check it. It is 1 by 12. Good. Okay, if we put limit x tends to 8, 8 raised to 1 by 3, that is cube root of 8, that is 2. 2 minus 2 will be 0. And in denominator also 8 minus 8 will be 0. So it is 0 by 0 form. So 0 by 0 form is there. So we have to use L'Hospital rule. Or we can also solve it by letting x minus 8 is h. So x is 8 plus h. We can do that. Now it is 0 by 0 form. And then we have to take limit, derivative of numerator and derivative of denominator, and we have to again apply the limit, and if you again apply, you will get it 1 by 12. Anyone is having problem, please ask, or else we'll move ahead. Okay, next question, one more question I want to solve. Let it, can you please solve it? Please solve it and tell me the answer. This is your second question. Whoever will solve, please unmute and tell me the answer. Limit x tends to 0, e raised to x minus 1 plus x square by 2 upon x cube. You are trying it? Please try and tell me the answer.
1/6.
1/6. Okay.
B.
Oh, one or two more people I want. Who is that?
1/6.
1/6. Good. We'll check it. Anyone else?
1/6.
1/6. It was for 2 marks. Anyone else? Or should I go to answer?
1/6.
1/6. Okay. Okay. We'll go to the answer. See this? As, let me admit some people. As this is limit, if we'll put the limit as x is 0, e raised to 0, that is 1, and 0, 0, that is 1 minus 1 will be 0 in the numerator, and in the denominator also 0, so this is 0/0 form. And as it is 0/0, we have to use L'Hospital, and L'Hospital is, we have to take derivative of numerator and derivative of denominator. So e raised to x derivative is e raised to x, 1 derivative is 0, derivative of x is 1 and negative sign outside, so it is -1, and derivative of x square by 2, 1/2 as it is, derivative of x square is 2x, 2 to cancel, and derivative is -x, and upon derivative of denominator, x cube derivative is 3x square. Now again apply the limit as x is 0, this is e raised to 0 minus 1 minus 0, e raised to 0 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, again 0, and in denominator x is 0, so it is 0, so again it is 0/0 form. Once again it is 0/0, so we have to again apply L'Hospital. Again we take next derivative of this, that is derivative of e raised to x, next derivative e raised to x, 1 derivative 0, and derivative of x is -1, upon derivative of denominator is 6x, and again apply the limit as x is 0, and again if we'll apply x is 0, it is e raised to 0, 1 minus 1, again 0, and denominator is also 0. Again 0/0, so again L'Hospital, and that is again one more derivative of numerator e raised to x, and one more derivative of denominator, that is 6, and we'll get finally 1/6. Good. We'll move ahead. Next question. Limit x tends to 0 sine 2/3x upon x. Again, it is similar as previous one. We have to write sine theta by theta form. Theta is 2/3. So in the denominator, there should be 2/3. So we have to divide by 2/3. So we'll divide by and multiply by 2/3. So that 2/3 will come outside, and limit sine theta by theta as it is x tends to 0 will be 1. So your answer is 2/3. Correct answer is 2/3. Okay, wait some time. I want to ask you to solve next question. Okay, solve this. Do you know this answer? This is for you. Solve it, and once done, please tell me the answer. The correct answer.
B.
It is 2 minus 2.
e raised to minus 2. Who else is solving? Please tell me answer. Are you there, people? Please solve it. Use your notebook, pen, solve it and tell me the answer.
E raised to minus 2.
E raised to minus 2. Okay, Prerna. Next. Anyone else want to tell me the answer? Okay, we'll go to the answer. As it is, limit n tends to infinity, 1 minus 1 by n raised to 2n. So we have to write, we have one standard form, that is limit 1 minus 1 by n raised to n. We know that, and we try to write it in the standard form, that is 1 minus 1 by n raised to n, and but as it is 2n, it is raised to 2. As we know, indices are multiplies to each other. So n raised to 2, that is nothing but 2n. So it is limit n, limit we can take inside, limit n tends to infinity, 1 minus 1 by n raised to n raised to 2. But we have a formula for limit n tends to 0. This formula is limit n tends to 0, 1 minus 1 by n raised to n is e. And if it is limit n tends to infinity, 1 minus 1 by n raised to n, it is e inverse. Remember that. So that is 1 by e, of course, 1 by e. So it is e inverse raised to 2, that is e raised to minus 2. Good. We'll go to the next question. This is very simple. Sin theta upon theta as theta tends to 0. Limit. This is standard one, so it is equal to 1. Next question. Tan x upon x square minus x. So if we put as x is 0, we get tan 0, that is 0 upon 0, that is 0 by 0 form. Again, L'Hospital, derivative of tan x is sec square x upon, something is wrong, is 2x only, not x square. Derivative of x square, this is 2x minus 1. So if we apply limit again as x tends to 0, sec 0 is 1. 1 upon minus 1, that is equal to minus 1. We'll move. Next question. X cube minus sin x upon x as limit x tends to 0. 0 by 0 form, L'Hospital, or there is common x, we can take x out if we want, or we can simply separate the two functions by dividing x and applying limit separately to them. So applying separate limits, we get limit x tends to 0, x square. Put x is 0, that is 0, minus limit x tends to 0, sin x upon x, that is standard 1. So your answer should be minus 1. Next question. Limit x tends to 1, x raised to 7 minus 2x raised to 5 plus 1 upon x cube minus 3x square plus 2 as limit x tends to 1. So we'll apply here limit, we get 1 minus 2 plus 1, that is 0 by 0 form. And L'Hospital, that is we are taking derivative. So 7x raised to 6 minus 10x raised to 4, and again applying x is 1, we get the answer as 1. Next question. 1 plus 1 by x raised to 2x, that is 1 plus 1 by x raised to x bracket raised to 2, and this is e square. Please ask anything if you want to ask. Please ask your doubts. Next question. Please solve it. Try to solve. Limit extends to 4. Sine 4 minus 4 will be 0. Sine 0 upon 0 form. Again, in hospital, derivative of sine is cos x minus 4 and derivative of x minus 4 is 1. That is so your answer will be 1. Here is next question. Again, 0 by 0 form. So you have to use L'Hospital. Derivative numerator, derivative denominator. So we'll get the answer minus 1 by 3. Okay, any problem? You can unmute yourself and ask the problem. Till then, next question is up and you have to solve this. I'm waiting for your answer. Please solve it. Answer is not there.
1 by 4.
What is the answer?
C 1 by 4.
1 by 2.
1 by 4.
1 by 4. Okay. I'm waiting for next. Someone can answer. Please unmute yourself and tell me the answer. You are also part of this session. Please unmute yourself and tell me the answer. Chalo, I want to ask to Prashant. Hari. Prashant, are you there? Please tell me answer. Prashant, please answer. Chalo, we'll solve it. Anyone? Snail? Snail, what is answer?
0.
0. Okay, 1 by 4.
1 by 4, ma'am.
Okay. Next, anyone? Boys, what is the answer? Anyone can tell me the answer?
1 by 4, ma'am.
Shant, what is the answer?
1 by 4.
1 by 4.
Yeah.
Mute yourself. If you are done, please mute yourself. Okay, we'll solve it. Let's see. We have to put limit as x tends to 0. So cos 0 will be 1. 1 minus 1, 0 upon 0. This is 0 by 0 form. And then we have to apply L'Hospital. L'Hospital, that is, we have to take derivative. So taking derivative of cos is minus sign. Already derivative of 1 is 0 and derivative of cos is minus. So minus minus will be plus. So cos x square derivative is sin x square into 2x upon 8x cube. Why is that negative sign? Okay, then as applying x is 0, we'll again get 0 by 0. So again applying derivative as L'Hospital, write down the derivative. As there is sin x square into 2x, that is u into v rule of derivative. So multiplication of two terms. and there is a derivative upon 24x square. So that is finally next derivative we are applying, and here also we get, this is the next derivative of that, minus sine x square. Okay, and after solving this derivative and applying x is 0, we get it 1 by 4. So whoever has got 1 by 4 is correct one. Next question. Limit x tends to 0 log of 1 plus 4x upon e raised to 3x minus 1. So put x is 0 in the given thing. So it is log 1 plus 0, that is log 1. Log 1 upon e raised to 0, 1 minus 1, 0. So it is 0 by 0 form. So you have to take the L'Hospital rule, you have to apply, and you have to take derivative. So derivative of the numerator is log. Derivative of log is 1 upon 1 plus 4x into derivative of that 4x is 4. So this is derivative of numerator 4 upon 1 plus 4x. Upon derivative of denominator is 3 into e raised to 3x. So applying as x tends to 0, we get 0 into anything, this will be 0, e raised to 0, 1, and that is 3 is there. So 4 by 3 will be the correct answer. Okay, till then, if you have any doubt, please ask me. Your next question is, yeah. Solve this. Find limit x tends to infinity, x plus sine x upon x, and tell me answer constant.
1, ma'am.
And see, 1.
1.
C1.
Is it 1? Shraddha?
Yes, ma'am.
Akansha? What is answer?
1.
1.
One.
Is it 1?
1.
Yes. 1.
1, ma'am.
Okay, 1. Next, anyone is getting? Anyone else?
1, ma'am.
Okay, 1.
C
1.
option.
Good. We'll go to the answer.
Madam 1.
Okay, good, good. 1. So how is it? So it is limit x tends to infinity, x plus sine x upon x. So put as substituting x is infinity, we'll get infinity by infinity form. So again we have to take derivative, or simply what we can do is divide by x, 1 plus sine x upon x. And limit 1 is 1 and sine x upon x is, as x tends to 0, if it is 0 then it is 1. But if it is x tends to infinity then it is 0. So it is 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. Good. Sure. We'll move to the next question. The limit, value of the limit is 1 plus x square e raised to minus x is. So that e raised to minus x thing we can write in the denominator, and we can substitute the limit as x tends to infinity. So it will be 1 plus infinity, infinity by e raised to infinity is infinity, infinity by infinity form. So we'll apply L'Hospital. L'Hospital is, you have to take derivative of numerator and denominator. So derivative 1 is 0 and x square is 2x. So 2x upon e raised to x, again as e raised to x as infinity, we'll get Again, it is infinity by infinity form. So one more time we have to apply Laplace transform, and that is we get next derivative is 2x upon e raised to x. And now if we apply infinity, we get again infinity by infinity. So again we have to apply L'Hospital rule, and then we get 2 upon e raised to 2 upon e raised to x. And then finally if we put infinity, so 2 upon e raised to infinity, that is infinity. So 2 upon infinity is nothing but 0. So answer is 0. Please, if you have any problem, unmute yourself and ask me doubt. Am I audible clearly? Or is it going fast? Sure. Next question. Next question is standard one. Limit x tends to infinity. 1 plus 1 by x raised to x, and we know it is e. So no need to think. It is e. Next question. Limit x tends to 0, x minus sin x upon 1 minus cos x. That is, put x is 0, we get 0 by 0. Apply L'Hospital, we get 0 by 1, and 0 by anything is 0. So answer will be 0. Next question is here. Limit x tends to 0, e raised to 2x minus 1 upon sine 4x. So x tends to 0, so it is 1 minus 1, again 0 by 0, applying L'Hospital, 2 derivative of numerator 2 into e raised to 2x upon 4 into cos 4x. So apply x is 0 there, so we get 2 by 4, that is 0.5. Next is sine square x upon x. Limit x tends to 0. So sine square x, I can write sine x bracket square. So this is sine x bracket square upon x. But we want to write sine x upon x form. So we'll write sine x upon x bracket square. While doing this, numerator has no problem. Numerator is having sine square only, but denominator will have x square. So we need x only in the denominator. So we have to multiply by x, so that one x will get cancelled. Right? So applying limit separately. Limit x tends to 0, sine x upon x, it is 1. And limit, yes, any doubt? Who is talking? Please ask me any doubt if you have. Is that? Okay. Sin x upon x is 1, and limit x tends to 0, x, that is 0. 0 into is 0. Satyam Shinde, you want to ask me something? Satyam? Satyam? Please mute yourself. Please mute. If you don't have any problem, please mute. Sure. Next question. One minus cos x upon x square as limit x tends to 0. It is again L'Hospital, and we'll get the answer 1 by 2. See it fast. Cos 0, 1, 1 minus 1, 0 upon 0. So 0 by 0 form. So applying L'Hospital, derivative of numerator, that is derivative of cos is minus sign. So minus minus plus sin x upon 2x, 0 by 0. Again applying derivative by L'Hospital. So cos x upon 2, and its cos 0 is 1. So it is 1 by 2. One more question. Sin 4 by 3x upon x, limit x tends to 0. and we are expert in that now. What we have to do is, there should be 4 by 3 in the denominator, so multiply and divide by 4 by 3, and 4 by 3 will come out, and this answer is 1. So your answer is 4 by 3.
4 by 3.
Good. Next, similar question. Is it 2 or 0? Limit extends to 0. Okay, it is limit extends to 2. Consider it as extends to 2. Limit as 2. So x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 2. So if we put 2, it will get 0 by 0. Applying L'Hospital, write on the derivative. 3x square minus 12x plus 11 upon 2x minus 6. So again put 2, we get the answer. The answer is 1 by 2. Next question. Limit x tends to infinity x plus sin x upon x minus x cos x. I think here is some problem. It is not x minus x minus cos x only. There is no x extra. It is just x plus sin x upon x minus cos x. So it will be, if we take x outside, we get 1 plus sin x upon x, and from denominator also 1 minus cos x upon x, and applying limit as x tends to infinity, it will be 1 minus and upon it is plus, and in denominator it is minus. There is some problem. Okay, I'll solve it. But it is if this limit, if it exists, it is as x tends to infinity, it is 0, and similar this is also 0. So 1 minus or plus whatever it is, 1 by 1, the answer will be 1. Next question. The value of the limit 1 minus cos 2x upon x. Apply x as 0. So cos 0 1, 1 minus 1 0, 0 by 0 forms. So we have to take the derivative. And derivative is, derivative of cos is minus sign. So it is minus minus plus 2 sine 2x upon 1, and applying x as 0, it is sine 0, 0. So everything is into 0, that is 0. Okay, we move to the next question, that is continuity. Can you see it properly? Please, anyone can reply. Is it visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. The question is, if a function is given by f of x is a function is given to you where it breaks at 0. So find out whether or not the function is continuous at 0. X is 0. So if the function is breaking at 0, we have to check its left hand and right hand limits. So left hand limit at x is 0 is defined at limit x tends to 0 minus of f of x. And if you want to write it in terms of h, we can define it as limit s tends to 0, as it is tending to 0, so 0 minus h. And in case of right hand limits, we'll write 0 plus h. Here it is minus and here it is plus. Remember, as if it is limit x tends to 1, then we'll have to write limit h tends to 0, 1 minus h. And for right hand limit, 1 plus h. Remember that. So this is limit h tends to 0, f of minus h. So what you have to write here is, in place of x, we have to write minus h in your function. So it is sine of minus h upon minus h plus cos of minus h as h tends to 0. That is, as we know, this limit sine of theta upon theta as tending to 0 is 1 always. So 1 plus separating the limit. Limit h tends to 0, cos of minus h, and cos of minus h is cos h itself. Cos of minus theta is cos theta, right? So taking h tends to 0, we get cos 0, and cos 0 is 1. So that is, it is 1 plus 1, 2. So left hand limit is 2. Next we check its right hand limit at x is 0. So we have to write limit x tends to 0 plus of f of x, and it is defined as limit h tends to 0 f of 0 plus h. As it is right hand, we have to add, and if it is left hand limit, we have to subtract h. So it is limit h tends to 0 f of h. So we have to write h in place of x in your function. So it is sin h upon h plus cos h as h tends to 0. So applying the limit as h tends to 0, this is 1, and h tends to 0 cos that is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Right. So left hand limit at 0 is 2, right hand limit at 0 is 2, and limit at 0, that is f of 0. F of 0, that is value of function at x is 0, it is also 2. That is f of 0 is 2. Means what? Limit x tends to 0 minus f of x is same as limit x tends to 0 plus f of x is equal to f of 0. Means what? Function is continuous. If this happens, then we can say the function is continuous at x is 0. Any doubt? Okay, next question. Discuss the continuity of the function f of x at x is 1 by 2. Function is given to you, and you can easily see function is breaking at 1 by 2. So we have to check its continuity at 1 by 2. Then we have to find its left hand limit, its right hand limit, and limit at 1 by 2. So we are writing its left hand limit at x is half. That is, limit x tends to 1 half minus of f of x. That is, limit x tends to 1 half minus. So behind 1 half, function is 1 half minus x, as it is sorry, it is not raised to minus x, it is 1 half minus x. So behind 1 half, it is 1 half minus x. So limit x tends to 1 half of 1 half minus x is 1 half minus 1 half, that is 0. And right hand limit at x is half is limit x tends to half plus of f of x, that is limit x tends to half. It is behind function, and plus is the function which is ahead of 1 half, and that is nothing but 3 by 2 minus x. So applying as 1 by 2 here, that is 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2, that is 2 by 2, and that is 1. So it is limit at left hand is not same as limit at right hand. So we can say that function is not continuous. Function is discontinuous at half. Okay, till then, if you have any problem, please ask. Sound is not coming. Who is very hater? Yes, ma'am was teaching. Very good. Who is that? Swery hater. Whose name is Swery hater? such comments if you are making, then it is very hard to teach you. Okay, back to the slide. Chalo, next question is up there. See the question. So discuss the continuity of the function f of x. Function is there given. Mod x is there. So as x is greater than or equal to 0, all the positive values are there. So mod x if it is for all the positive values of x, it is 2x minus x, and for x is less than 0 means negative values. For the negative values, it is minus x. So for positive x, 2x minus x, the value of the function is x, and 2x plus x, that is 3x if x is less than 0. So if we want to check the continuity at x is 0, so we have to find left hand limit and a right hand limit. So left hand limit is limit x tends to 0 minus of f of x, that is limit x tends to 0 minus means behind 0. So this is the function x is less than 0. Behind 0, that is 3x. So if you have to write left hand limit, choose the function that is x is less than 0, that is 3x. So applying x is 0, we get left hand limit as 0. Next, right hand limit at x is 0, that is limit x tends to 0 of f of x, 0 plus, that is x is greater than 0. So the function is x for that. So limit x tends to 0 of x is 0. And f of 0, if you want to find f of 0, so if we put 0 here, it is 0 minus 0, that is 0 only. So f of 0 is also 0. So in this case, left hand limit is same as right hand limit is same as function at 0 value. All three are same, therefore it is continuous at 0. Right on the question. For what value of lambda is the function f of x is continuous at x is 3? So f of x is continuous at x is 3. It is given to you and you have to find out the value of lambda. As function is continuous, we know that limit of f of x as x tends to that number is f of that number itself. That is limit x tends to 3, f of x is f of 3 by definition of continuity. So limit x tends to 3, f of x is f of 3, and f of 3 is nothing but lambda. So it is lambda. Now we substitute f of x here. So limit x tends to 3, f of x is x square minus 9 upon x minus 3. So it is x square minus 9. This is of the form a square minus b square. So write a plus b into a minus b. So x plus 3 into x minus 3 upon x minus 3. This x minus 3, two functions get cancelled. So it is limit x tends to 3, x plus 3 is equal to lambda. So it is 3 plus 3, that is 6. So lambda is equal to 6. Snehal Chormale, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your problem, beta? Do you have any question?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Next question is there. What should be the value of lambda such that the function defined below is continuous at x is pi by 2? Write down this question and tell me the answer. Everyone, please note down the question and tell me the answer. Write down function f of x. Check the continuity at x is pi by 2 and tell me is it continuous or not. I'm waiting for your answers. Anyone has completed? Anyone has completed? Please share your answer here. Have you completed? Yes. Answer. What is answer?
Please show the question once again.
Once again. Okay, I'll show you. What is the value of
option.
What is the value of lambda?
1, ma'am.
Is it 1?
1, ma'am. Yes.
What is the answer? Is it 1?
1.
Okay. Good. Then we move to the next question. It is 1. Next question is here. Which of the following function is continuous at x is 3? So can you check which is the function continuous at 3? So you have to put the function. There are 4 functions. So for first function, we'll put x is 3. So we get, if we put, for the first, it is clear that f of 3 is 2, the value is 2. If it is greater than 3, so if we'll put here 3, so function value is 3 minus 1, that is 2, again 2. And if we put 3 here, so it is also 3 plus 3, that is 6 by 3, that is 2. So everywhere, the value of the function as left hand limit, if we'll take, it is also 2. If it is right hand limit, it is also 2. And f of 3 is also 2. So for the first function, we can see the value is everywhere 2. That is, first function is obviously continuous. So you can check for second function also. As x is 3, f of 3 is 4. But if we put 3 here, it is 5. So it is not matching. Similarly, left hand right hand limit, if we put x is 3 here, so 3 plus 3 6 and 3 minus 4 minus 1. Not matching again. Here is also, if x is not equal to 3, it is not counting x here, and function also not break, so we cannot find the limit. Okay, so correct answer is A. Next is, if a function is continuous at a point, the correct statement you have to choose. If the function is continuous at a point, then the limit of the function may not exist. Is it possible? No. Limit must exist for a continuous function. The function must be derivable. Derivative condition is not at all the case of continuous function. Next is, the limit of the function at the point tends to infinity. If it is infinity, it will be not continuous. So last point is, the limit must exist. Yes, limit must exist at the point, and the value of limit should be same as the value of the function at that point. Yes, this is the correct answer. So answer D. Next is, we have covered limit, continuity. Next is differentiability. So we have to discuss the differentiability of the function. Is the given function differentiable at 2? We are considering at 2 because at 2 function breaks. So we'll write left hand limit at 2, that is limit x tends to, but it is not now for checking continuity, it is now checking derivative. So left hand derivative we have to write, and derivative is defined as f of x minus f of a upon x minus a, as limit x tends to a. So the applying definition, left hand derivative is limit x tends to 2 minus f of x minus f of 2 upon x minus 2. So f of x, as x tends to 2 minus, that is behind 2, function is x minus 1. So x minus 1 minus f of 2, if we write f of 2, here is the function where 2, x is 2 is the case. That is, x is 2, for that function is 2x minus 3. So if you want to write f of 2 here, so it is 2 into 2, that is 4 minus 3. We cannot choose this function x minus 1 for f of 2 writing, because 2 is not here considered, 2 is considered here. So upon x minus 2, so it will be x minus 4 plus this. If we solve, we get x minus 2 upon x minus 2, and that is 1. This is left hand derivative. Next, right hand derivative. So it is limit x tends to 2 plus f of x minus f of 2 upon x minus 2. As x tends to 2 plus, so f of x is, as x tends to 2 plus, that is ahead of 2, and x, if x is greater than 2, the function is 2x minus 3. So 2x minus 3 minus f of 2 upon x minus 2, f of 2 is similar like this, 4 minus 3 upon x minus 2, that is 2. X minus 2 cancel, and the value is 2. And in this case, we can see left hand derivative is not same as right hand derivative. So function is not differentiable at 2. Next question is there. You have to discuss the differentiability of the function, given function, x into mod x. So x into mod x can be written as mod x if it is greater than 0 at x is 0. So this is just a function given to you, but we know how to write mod x. Mod x is minus x in case of x is less than 0. In case all the values of x are negative, it is minus x, and if all the values of x are positive and 0, it is plus x. So when x is greater than or equal to 0, mod x is x. So x into x is x square, and if x is less than 0, mod x is minus x. So minus x into x is minus x square. And then we write left hand derivative at x is 0, that is f of x minus f of 0 upon x minus 0, that is nothing but minus, we have to write 0 minus, that is x is less than 0, so function is minus x square minus f of 0, that is x is 0 is calculated here. So if we put 0 here, the value of f of 0 is 0. Similarly, upon x minus 0, that is limit x tends to 0 of minus x, that is 0. Similarly, calculate right hand derivative. So we'll take x tends to 0 plus function, which is x square, that is x, and it is 0 again. So both the left hand derivative and right hand derivative are 0, and if we calculate f of 0 also, that is at x is 0, it will be 0. So it is differential. Okay, next is mean value theorem. I think for today we'll stop up to this continuity and differentiability, and in next lecture we'll take mean value theorems. Till then we'll go back. Okay, anyone can unmute yourself and tell me what are the problems you are facing. Are you not understanding anything? What is the problem? Amar, you can talk. Is
No,
Amar
ma'am,
there?
there is no any.
Amar?
No, there is no any problem.
No problem.
No.
Understood? Everything?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Noted? Note down?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good. Next, I'll ask to Badri. Badri, can you unmute yourself? Badri.
Yes, ma'am.
What was the problem, beta?
Nothing.
Problem?
No problem.
Okay, okay, good. Mute yourself. Next, Ganesh, Bagal Ganesh. Bagal Ganesh. Are you there? Okay, anyone want to say willingly something? Please go ahead. We are not understanding or something, or fast going or something. As these topics are already covered, I'm just focusing on MCQs. So anything you want to share, please unmute and tell me.
I think, ma'am, we should give more time to write.
Right. Okay, this PPT we are going to share with you after lecture.
Okay.
So if you want, next time we'll take some more time, no problem. Anyone else, please?
Ma'am, give more unsolved problems.
More unsolved problems? Should I give you
Yeah.
more unsolved problems to solve by you?
Yeah.
Or should I take more? For you. तुम्हाला द्यायचे आहेत का जास्त क्वेश्चन्स करायला? चलो
Yes.
ठीक है, okay, done.
so that it will be easy to practice.
Okay, you will practice. Okay, next, anyone else want to say something? Please go ahead. Akshay Shinde. Unmute yourself and talk. Okay, no any problem. Then we'll stop today. And tomorrow again we'll meet at 2:15. Thank you.